Let me share with you 3 hidden gem areas to live in the western suburbs of Chicago. Many people are aware of Wheaton, Glen Ellyn, Naperville, some of those big areas, but these are hidden gems. They have great, vibrant, growing downtowns, and they're probably areas you haven't heard of, or at least aren't on the map in the same way as those other towns may be. As a reminder, I'm Mike Thornton. I'm a realtor here in the western suburbs of Chicago. If you want to know more about this market or you're thinking about making a move into town, my information's in the description below. All right, let's jump in. So hidden gem number 1 is West Chicago. Yes, West Chicago is not necessarily just west of the city. It's about 40 miles west of the city of Chicago. It is a really cool historic downtown, really great architecture. It's been settled for quite a while, so you'll see some great homes in the late 1800s. There's some new builds as well. There's some different communities that have different feels, like Forest Trails, which is right by Wheaton Academy. There's also a very popular street called Indian Knoll, where you have very large lots, 3 to 5 acres, some beautiful homes. But the downtown itself is really cool, culturally diverse, has some great restaurants, and it's definitely a place for you to consider if you want to be, west, where you have a little bit more land, but you can still get back into the city with a short metro ride. All right, area number 2 is Westmont. Westmont is just east of Downers Grove, and it's very close to the city. Again, if you want access, it has some really good schools and a vibrant downtown. It's growing quite a bit. And Westmont is where many folks go. If they're getting priced out of Downers Grove, they can get a little bit more bang for their buck in Westmont. Again, situated very conveniently. You're a short ride away from, downtown Downers Grove, Naperville. You can get back into the city. But again, it's a really happening spot. The average home price in Westmont is just under $400,000. So it is a good value for the dollar. Now, the third town is Lombard. Lombard is just east of Glen Ellyn. It is another short metro ride into the city. The downtown has transformed so much over the last few years. Some great businesses and restaurants have gone in downtown Lombard. Some good schools as well in Lombard. And it's just a really great place to go. Again, as people get priced out of Glen Ellyn and Elmhurst, they kind of converge on these areas. And so if you're looking for a really good investment, you can find a pretty affordable house in Lombard, and it's growing a little bit faster than the average because it is, again, people are getting priced out and they're just making that little sacrifice to go one town over to another really great spot, but where they can get a little bit more house for the money. Again, that area is one of my favorite areas for a young couple moving out of the city that needs a little bit more of a yard space and wants to maximize their investment. So again, 3 towns to consider if you're moving to the western suburbs of Chicago. Maybe 3 towns you haven't considered. I would highly suggest look into West Chicago, Westmont, and Lombard.